Yo, what's going on? It's the brother Jay, and I'm back again with another thought of the day, man. And my thought of the day is called P.S.A. or Public Service Announcement. You know what I'm saying? This is real spit. You know what I'm saying? My agenda today is talking about basically, being aware and be wary. You know, man, I saw something on the news the other day. I was like, ooh, wait. This lady, that was married to her husband and they got three kids and they living in Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's like she lives somewhere in the Roxbury area, you know what I'm saying? I'm not familiar with that, you know what I'm saying, But I know where it's at, but I've never been there. Put it that way, you know what I'm saying? But either way, long story short, this woman stood up here and shot this guy in the back of the head. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't give a fuck if the nigga is out here cheating, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know what I'm saying. As long as he's not beating your ass, you shouldn't be fucking sit here and shooting this nigga, you know what I'm saying, in the back of the head. You know what I'm saying? That only is reserved for if you're doing some, you know what I'm saying, some scandalous, like, child rapo type of thing, you know what I'm saying? But if you ain't doing nothing like that, if you ain't, you know what I'm saying, like molesting your children and shit like that, he don't deserve a bullet in the back of the head. So in my mind, I'm thinking like this, you know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm asking every fucking broad that I'm fucking with, you know what I'm saying? If I know that you got a whistle, I'm good. No. Because, see, it's bad enough, you know what I'm saying? You got to deal with ladies saying with their mood swinging all over the place, and you don't know. She might be smiling today and getting in the back of your neck the next day, you know what I'm saying? That's bad enough as it is in a relationship. The last thing you need is a broad who have a fucked up attitude and she got a whistle. Nigga, please. You know what I'm saying? I love my life too much. No. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's for my protection. Okay, then you don't need me. That's one of my roles as a man, right? Is to protect you. So if you got a whistle, then you don't need me. Let me tip my ass to the left, nigga. Doses. No. You know what I'm saying? No, 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 no. See, some people, you know what I'm saying, some dudes are so lost in the game. That's why we call them beta males, simps, Captain Saber hoes, kiss ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's why we call them those titles and stuff like that, because they don't see the danger in this woman. They only see desire, you know? And it's like what they say in a dope game, not all money is good money. Same thing in reverse, nigga. Not all pussy is good pussy. You know? Sometimes you gotta sit there and say, ooh, as fine as you are, ooh, yeah, I pass. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Well, why is she? It's me, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nerd and shit. I'll play it off and say off corny shit. You know what I'm saying? Just a tip to the left and tip out the door. Or I'll say some corny ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, baby, you know what I'm saying? So you understand, you know what I'm saying? I got bad history. And I wake up with nightmares and I know you can't handle that. I wake up swinging at people and shit. Ooh, yes, yes, I'm the villain. Now I'm going. Yeah, get the fuck out of there. Save your life, nigga. I said this in multiple, you know what I'm saying, videos that I made before, but I'm going to say it again. Your life is precious. You only have one life, and that's precious. Do not waste it. Do not throw it away just because you desire somebody that has a whole bunch of leave alone in their system. You know, when someone don't match your energy, you know what I'm saying, don't match your personality, and y'all have nothing really in common except for just desire only, you know what I'm saying, then I'll advise you that, you know what I'm saying, if you're going to hit it and deuce. You know what I'm saying? Let it be known in her face. You're saying, like, baby, I don't want nothing serious. Now we can play, but just for a short period of time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because to me, realistically, I mean, even if you have ladies that, you know what I'm saying, agree to have what is called right now a situationship, you know what I'm saying? If they agree to that, that works for probably about 3 or 4 intimate sessions. Anything more than that, she starts slowly catching feelings. So after y'all third interaction, tip to the left. Doses. You know what I'm saying? Because once she catch feelings, then she becomes like a stalker. Then she start looking in the fucking on Google and shit, you know what I'm saying? And got the fucking Facebook app, you know what I'm saying, that can track down where your phone is and shit like that and trace where you been and all like nigga. Life is too short to have someone in your business like that when it's just a situationship at that. You know what I mean? You know, it'd be up to like, you know what I'm saying, be calling you and shit like they're like, hey, where you at? Why? You know what I'm saying? Because my phone says that you're at the mall. Bitch, how you know that? Yeah, yes. Bye bye. You know what I'm saying? You know, see, but that's where a lot of men underestimate women, especially psycho women. And that leads them to their grave. Majority of them. You know what I'm saying? A quarter percent, you know what I'm saying, will lead niggas, because they'll set a nigga up on some ugly shit and call the rollers on you and get you put in prison, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because in their mind, they thinking like, well, you know what I'm saying, I was having a good time with him. He'll spend good money on me, but since he don't want me no more, I don't want him to spend time with another woman like I was spending with him. So I'd rather him go to fucking prison or be dead than have another bitch getting what I should have been keeping. You know what I'm saying? Ladies are like that. They're vindictive, bruh. I'm not saying that dudes ain't, but if you look at the scale, you know what I'm saying? If you look at the scale, it'll be probably like dudes are right here and women right here when it comes to vindictive treatment. It's just that a lot of people look at, let's say, per se, the allegation or the crime, and it's hard for them to imagine that a woman would think like this. You know? So they always assume it's the dude. So that's why in modern day, it'll probably be like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to scandalous shit, you know what I'm saying, probably in a feminist point of view, they probably view it like men are right here and women are right here. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's because a lot of dudes don't report scandalous shit. They just eat it and just move on. You know what I'm saying? Because, you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on a lawyer and cost for court fees just to sit here and say, Your Honor, she did this to me and shit like that, and have them say, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? You're 6 foot and she's 5'2". And you saying she beat your ass? Fuck out of here. You know, no one's going to believe that shit. So most dudes eat that. You know what I mean? You know, so in conclusion, I want to say this, and to end my thought of the day is on this note. My public service announcement is: if I find out in any way that any woman I'm dating has a weapon, I am deucing you right away. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I'm not going to take a chance that I'm fucking like, because this dude, you know what I'm saying, was in his garage and shit. You know what I'm saying? And just walked away and she just pulled out on him with the toolie. Blah! In the back of the head. Man, no. No. Man, that's not going to happen to me, nigga. No. No. You know You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be solo, single, to the graveyard than date somebody that's saying that, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out how they can fuck me off and saying like, okay, yeah, sign these paper right here. And there be some insurance shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, $250,000 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You sign that paper, nigga, you're good as dead. You know what I'm saying? Whether she kill you, stab you, or poison your ass, you know what I'm saying? You're dead. So I'm telling cats to be wary, because when you're being wary of your situation, you're able to beware. You dig it? And I'm out of here. Deuces.